Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2026 ski test. Got a Nordica Unleashed 114 for you today. This ski returns structurally unchanged from last year. We do get a new top sheet graphic. Kind of fits in really well with the rest of the Unleashed line, but structurally, shape, profile-wise, same ski as we've had in the past. And this kind of functions as a really interesting option for skiers that are kind of blurring the lines between freestyle and free ride. At 114 millimeters underfoot, it's pretty wide, but then add that twin tip freestyle shape as well as kind of the influence from the narrower 98 and 108 models, and you've got a wide twin tip that actually turns really, really well. We've noted that about the 98 and the 108 for years, how they're some of the best carving and turning twin tips on the market, and this 114 certainly takes that into the next width. Still holds and retains a lot of that kind of really creative freestyle mentality, but puts it in a pretty powerful package. These skis are built with their multi-layer wood core, and then they also get a sheet of terrain-specific metal. So with their metal, they do allow a full length strip here, wider in the tips and in the tails, and then narrows towards the middle a little bit. But it is a full length sheet of metal in here, and that really does a lot for keeping the ski smooth and stable and damp, especially through crud and chop. No one's looking at this and thinking, wow, this thing's going to be a great groomer ski, yet it does have the stability and the dampness to withstand chatter and vibrations really, really well. It's not too stiff. There is definitely some pushback there, but there are softer and more freeride oriented twin tips out there that are lighter and easier to maneuver. The build combined with the profile, which we'll look at in a minute, do put this a little bit more on the aggressive side of the spectrum. This is the 186 here, and on the scale we are at just over 2,000. We're at 2,076 grams per ski. So for a 114 with metal, not so bad. They do use that slightly lighter wood core in this ski, and that keeps it a little bit mobile. I think if it was using the denser wood core, it would be kind of unwieldy for a lot of skiers. Even here in Vermont, I've kind of found a limit to this ski as to what it can do. It definitely wants a little bit more room to run versus the tighter, more technical areas that we have here. But that's okay. It's fun. It's just you have to work a little bit harder. From a shape and profile perspective, one of the things that we've talked about with Unleashed over the years is that they have a longer camber profile, and as a result, a longer effective edge and not as much drama in the rocker. So more camber, a little bit less rocker, putting this on, again, that slightly more aggressive side of the spectrum. It's going to want to kind of grip down and hold on, giving it a better sense of technical terrain and technical skiing, but it's not as surfy or as drifty as some other skis in this width range, and that's just something you're going to want to keep in mind. That's a reason why a lot of freeride World Tour athletes and professional skiers like this ski, is because it does have that edge grip. It does have that capability to be a strong ski in steep and technical terrain. 114 underfoot, we're at a 20.4 meter turn radius here. Pretty standard for a ski like this, but maybe a little bit on the short turn side. But yeah, it does like to get up on edge and make those turns. And with that twin tip style, opens up freestyle and creativity. It's tapered, but not aggressively so. More round and spoony up here, and same with the tail here. Not a ton to discuss, pretty standard for a 114 underfoot ski, but really fun overall. Just a slight limitation in terms of that playfulness. So if you're looking for a lighter, playful, ski in the mid 100 teens, there are some better options, but this is probably the best turning of that group by a good margin. So make sure you check out this Nordica Unleashed 114 here at SkiEssentials.com, and we'll see you out there on the hill. Bye.